Hello and welcome to Live Coding Happy Hour. This is Joe, where we take you through some unscripted territory. We are going to try and achieve a goal without any practiced, polished demos. First, let's go around and do our introductions.
Hi, everyone. I am Earl Duque, and I am new to... I usually have something silly prepared to say for something like this, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, this is horrible. There goes my streak of bad introductions for LCHH. I'm Earl. I am a new ServiceNow Developer Advocate. Chuck or Brad?
I'll go. Hey, everybody. Brad Tilton. I'm a Senior Developer Advocate with the Developer Program here at ServiceNow. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, everybody. Chuck Tomasi, Senior Developer Advocate and dancer in the green room. Been using the platform since 2008 and looking forward to today's show. We've got some interesting stuff. All right, same order. Let's introduce our drinks since this is Live Coding Happy Hour.
So today I am drinking a honey wine, semi-sec from Be Divine. I have it in a Be Divine decanter too. Ooh. So drinking some mead today.
Nice. I've done this one before, but it's the Athletic Brewing Running Wild IPA. It's a good one.
And as the seasons in the Northern Hemisphere turn to fall, in fact, we are now officially in the season of fall. I'm going non-alcoholic today. I've got an apple cinnamon herbal tea, which sounds just great. After Dragon Con a few weeks ago, my liver is still detoxing.
What are we doing today, Brad?
What are we doing today? So a couple of weeks ago, we built a board game management app in App Engine Studio. We needed a way for me to manage all of my board games, and Earl and I kind of connected over our love of board games. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take that app and I am going to share it with Earl as a collaborator from App Engine Studio. And then he's going to come in and make some enhancements. And then I think we're going to commit it to Git, all from within App Engine Studio. The goal is to not leave App Engine Studio, even if we have to write maybe a couple lines of code here and there.
Nice.
All right. So I will... got my App Engine Studio up with the board game management app here. It probably looks a little bit different than it did on the stream before because we have upgraded App Engine Studio to the new version that came out a little over a week ago on GA Day. So if you want to update your version of App Engine Studio, you can do that from the plugins list within your PDI. I think did we show how to do that on Tuesday's Creator Toolbox? So yeah, we showed how to do that on Tuesday's Creator Toolbox. If you want to know all about the new features, we did a demo of all of those with the product team. It was a lot of fun. But what we're going to do today is I am going to share this app, which is one of the new features that came out last week. So I'm going to click on this Manage Collaborators icon. And I am going to invite Earl to be, I'm going to let him be an owner of this app. So I'm going to hit send.
Oh, the power.
And it says my invitation has been sent. Once it's approved, then that person will be added. So another one of the nice things with this version of App Engine Studio is we've added a little bit more governance in. So my, platform COE team or whoever my admin is can be in the app approver group and can approve this person. So we can have some governance around that. You may want whoever is going to be working on the applications to have taken a little bit of training or be onboarded somehow. And so I'm going to come into the approvals here. And I'm going to approve this. We'll pretend that we're Andrew and approve it. And then when I come back into App Engine Studio, let's see if, all right, it shows Earl is no longer pending, and he is now one of the owners. And so I think Earl is going to take it from here and make some enhancements, and then we'll commit this thing to Git.
Okay, so I'm going to change it over to my side. So we're looking at my computer screen right now. And from here, I'm just going to jump right into App Engine Studio and see what I see, what I have control over.
Earl, did you create a Git repo or do we need one?
I never created one.
All right, I'll create one.
All right, so I'm looking for, there's a lot of stuff in here. Management. And now, does it list you, Brad, up here when I click on collaborators? Do I know you're in here too?
Collaborator plugin missing.
It was loading.
Temporary message.
Oh,
I think normally it does. It may be because this app was created before the Rome release. My user doesn't have that collaboration record. We should test that. Maybe if I create a new app, we can test that out.
Sweet. So now that I have ownership of all of this app, I'm going to go ahead and delete every table. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Enhancements. So we were brainstorming a little bit of what we could be adding on here, and I know on the last stream, one of the things I talked about was maybe even adding a counter to the table. So every time it gets picked, it ups the counter, so we know how many times a certain game was recommended. I know maybe having a checkbox to show that something's available for tabletop simulator might be a good idea. Because how many times we can get a certain group in person might be hard. But let's just start building stuff, I guess. So game picker mtem, that's the one, right? That it creates that in the flow to show that it's been picked.
Yes, it gets created from the flow. That's right.
Ooh, I haven't opened App Engine Studio, so I'm still getting all the tutorials.
You only had an account on this instance like 2 hours ago, so not a lot of time.
Do I need to zoom in more? I think I do. So let's say this one. Oh no, I want to add the checkbox to the game first, because in the pandemic, knowing if a game's available on tabletop simulator is going to be a good one.
Sorry, did you set the stage for that MTM table?
I exited it out of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with tabletop simulator. We'll make it true or false.
So this is our table that lists all of our games, and we want to know, is this physical game that we have available online as a tabletop simulator, so I can play with people and not be in the same room as them.
I mean,
that's a good idea.
I mean, let's talk about that too, because by nature of me adding this, that means it doesn't have to be a physical game you own anymore. I'm changing your entire app's original purpose by adding this column. and you gave me ownership on it, so that's your fault entirely.
That's fine
if
though.
if you got a tabletop simulator, would you also need a URL?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Unless we are assuming that you already have access to that, because if once you load it, you always have it in your account.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's add that one field first. So Brad, if I once I made this change, that it's propagated for everybody that's a collaborator for this, right? Because it's an app inside ServiceNow. It's not like we're source controlling it yet. It doesn't mean we're on the same instance, so everyone has the same access.
That is true.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna change everything fundamentally before you have a chance to stop me. But I think I always like that idea of like, I mean, that's one of the main things that we have App Engine Studio, right? Is the collaboration aspect of it, of connecting your pro coders and your low coders and your citizen developers all into one place.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna add the other field. You said I need to set a stage on here?
Oh, I was saying just setting the stage on that, what this app does. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Not a field.
I figured that everyone that's watching now are like lifelong fans and have seen every episode of Live Coding Happy Hour.
No, we just got Tariq in here. He said first time on Live Coding Happy Hour. So treat every show as if somebody's watching it for the first time.
This is a part 2. We built this app originally 2 weeks ago on the show.
We could call it picked amount times amount picked. Add.
Would that go on the game table or the M2M table?
Oh, you're right. Because do we even need that? Raises the better question. Do we even need that field if we already have the M2M counting those things?
That's a good point. We would know every time a game got picked anyway. I think no.
So I want to press the preview button and see.
Well, what was the purpose of that field? Just to see how many times that game's been pulled out and played?
Yeah, out of the from the flow that Brad created last time that randomly chose a game to play and increment that count. But technically, we already have that information via the M2M table.
Right. You just need to put the M2M table on as a related list.
Right.
If you wanted to report on it or something as a discrete counter, yeah, you could put a field in there that says every time there's a record added or deleted, go update that field.
Did the M2M table actually give us a game, or did it list all of the games that met the criteria?
I don't know. Let's run it.
So the main table here was the picker table. If you look at the picker table, yeah. So click into one of those. Yeah. So it filled in. Maybe it was the other one after we added the.
I think it's doing both. It's like the potential options and the one it actually chose.
Yeah,
right?
I think that was the way that we had set it up. But I think try the other picker record that's in there.
Oops.
Maybe we never made it work.
Did we not get to that point?
I think that's possible.
I'm gonna make sure it still works. So if all I have to do is say how many players, what's the minimum age, and then submit. There it goes. Okay, so that still works. That's good.
Yeah, I think we just didn't set up the picker part or the M2M.
All right. Okay, so what next? I added a field to game. I don't think we need to necessarily build the mechanism to restrict the flow to only tabletop games right now. Was there another feature that you wanted to add, Brad, that would show a better collaboration aspect or something?
You know, I had a couple of ideas and I can't remember them. We could open up the flow and try to create those M2M records.
Okay. Where's that flow? Oh, here it is.
It's that game picker.
Nice loading.
I don't know. Because we have the flow end. My face is so big on the screen now.
It was loading. I'm playing with buttons. Okay. So, all right, the M to M table. So it would be related.
So what this is doing is it iterates through every record in the set, but then it stops once we get to like the random number we had generated. So we never actually iterate through every record.
Oh, okay. So in that case,
yeah, because we end.
so we would want to get
We'd
rid
have
of this
to kind of
end.
redo this a little bit, yeah.
Do we, or could we just add the step to add the M to add it to the M to M table right before the if statement?
Well, we would still end though. Yeah, so we could then add it before the if statement.
Before the if?
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, because
or after, either. Just not inside the if and else, because then we have to do two of them.
Now let's do it live. All right, so we're gonna create a record. That was very slow. If it keeps loading like this, I'm gonna keep pressing buttons on the stream.
Random shots of the guests.
M2M. What was the table called?
Oh.
Here, I'll go look. That's what the benefit of having tabs is.
That's right.
Game picker M2M.
You know why we didn't do this before? We couldn't get that M to M table to show up.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that?
A couple of weeks ago, it just would not show up.
It must have been some cache thing because it's there now.
They're on a different instance too.
I think that no, this is the same.
Was it the same instance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
We were just too impatient. Yeah.
There we go. Wait, no. It needs to be for each game record. Would it just? Yeah, it would just be the game, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we need the picker.
I was like, what was this M to M connecting again?
I don't.
It's not much of an MDM if it's only connecting one thing.
And
So that would be from the trigger.
Trigger, yeah.
Yeah.
That should be it. Oh, look
Did
at
you
that
wanna put
beautiful
the end
error
back in?
handler. Look at that beautiful error handler waiting
right.
for us. Do we need an end? We want it to run through everything, so
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, we had to take out the end because it wasn't running through everything.
all right. Oh, there you go. Activate. Should I just test it against something real quick?
Yes.
I don't think Chuck wants you to do that.
Test.
I was going to push this to prod first and then do the test. Is that a bad thing? No. Okay. Don't
That'd
do
be
that.
very Chuck Norris of you.
Okay. So for the first one, it ran. Oh, does 17 make sense of how many things should be running for this?
What were your values?
3 players above the age of 10. Guess I should.
That could be right because there are a good amount of like 8 plus. Well,
Let's just verify. I'm about to show our faces.
No.
All right, so age is a minimum of 10. players.
Well, I think we want minimum. Yeah, this screwed us up last time.
Yeah, it did.
Drum roll, please.
I mean, 17 is a fairly random number. It's probably all right.
It's a prime number. Does that count for anything?
Womp womp. Okay, so it probably was the minimum age thing that messed us up.
Or maybe players. There's a lot of them that are 4 and 5 minimum players.
Well, on the picker table, let's go see that M to M list.
Ooh,
there it
code
is.
names.
So M to M is there.
Hey!
Yeah, it worked.
So let's
Yeah, so now we can just count those.
yeah. Let's generate a new record just in case. 4 players, so minimum age of 13. And refresh.
You didn't activate.
You didn't activate it.
Oh, joke's on me.
2 guys that have done a lot of live Flow Designer streams and have done this about 10 times a piece, probably.
Yep.
So let's
Yep.
catch that one up, and then I'll activate it. Of course, the newest person makes the scrub mistake. Ugh.
No, don't worry, Earl. There's plenty of opportunities to catch Brad and me doing stupid things.
Yeah.
This game ain't over by a long shot.
All right, let's just make sure this one got updated. Oh, there's one choice. Oh, you know why most board games have a very low.
Yeah, but this should show us this should show us like most games, right?
Yeah, it's true.
I wonder if that trigger is if we did not actually. Because if you're 13, you should see anything that's below 13, where the minimum age is below 13.
Just want to make sure that the records that it found was actually 1. Welcome to debugging code at happy hour. Yeah, it was only a set of 1. So somewhere in here,
Yeah, I was going to say details on the lookup
Yeah,
records.
it only
Minimum
found
age
one.
greater than or equal to 13. Minimum players
No, so we
less
want
than or equal to 4. Max players greater than or equal to 4.
we
That
want
kind
minimum,
of makes it only 4.
we want minimum age to be less than or equal to 13.
No. That part's right.
No, because if you're 13, you can play a 6 and up game or an 8 and up game or 10 and up, but you can't.
Oh, the
play a
minimum age of
14
the
up.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of these should have showed up because yeah, we want the minimum age to be lower than whatever the picker said.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a great. So in this case, what would you recommend for users to do if they have like citizen development or something, or because I'm not the one who created that part of the flow. Should I be making those changes, or should the original person be making those changes? Does it depend on any other context? I'm talking about process now.
I think this is similar to any development on ServiceNow where it throws me off when you go so big.
That's nice.
Where
Pretend you're a newscaster or something.
where communication is important, right? So that's the main thing, is that you should communicate with the other person, whoever is the author of the flow, and tell them, hey, I noticed this. Is this the way that you intended to build this? And I think it's wrong. And here's how we fix it.
Well,
All right,
that's
so
a good thing. How would that person know who the author of the flow is? Do we have someplace in the flow properties to say built by Brad?
Well, I think you'd go to the owner of the app, right?
Okay,
Or
so
your
you'd have sort of a product owner strategy and go to that person and say, I think I spotted something in the flow that's not working right. Before I make any changes, who should I talk to?
yeah.
did we want to try a brand new app in the new App Engine Studios to see it, and then add me as a collaborator to see if I have an indication that you were the original owner?
Sure. Can we fix the flow while
Oh
we're
yeah.
here?
Okay, do you want me to do it? I have it on your
Yeah.
screen right now.
Do it.
Okay, cool. I'll do it. All right. So on the lookup game records step, we needed to change this. Minimum age is less than or
Or
is.
is yeah.
Oh yeah, clear that value out. Oh, delete the entire
What
thing for
happened?
me. Delete the whole thing for me. Sweet, love it. Should I restart? Should I refresh? I'm scared.
It's all
Oh, yeah.
anded. It'll work.
I'm scared. Okay. In age is less than or is trigger created record picker minimum age. Yeah.
Check the logic on the max and the min the
So
players too.
I think we fixed that last time. We had
Yeah,
that.
we definitely focused on that one last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. So Tariq asked, can we get the person that created the flow from created by? I'm sure we could find out who created the flow, but I don't know that that's necessarily like. I think you would want the app owner to be the one. Yeah, you'd want the app owner to be the one to manage that, because the person that created the flow could be long gone. They could be moved on to a different role.
Created by Bo Ruggieri. We're in trouble now.
See if I fixed it.
Sam asked if we can add a condition builder field onto the form from AES. I'm not sure what. Like, you can get to form layout and form designer through AES.
Okay, it looks like it grabbed more games. It looks like it grabbed all of them, but right? How many did you have on here?
There should be
70 or 80.
a game that was 16 plus. Like, was it maybe Cards Against Humanity or something?
Yeah.
So sort by the name of the game and see if it shows up there. Oh.
Well, it might have been. Well, I retested it on the same record, so that was bad.
So it might have been from before.
Yeah.
Delete them all.
Yeah, because it won't delete. Yeah, there we go.
So what I just did was I basically inserted the. Well, it's still choosing it. Oh no, I didn't activate it.
Oh, you didn't.
Oh,
Fool me twice.
Oh man, the same stream. This is so bad. This is so bad.
Now you get egg on your face.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Someone just had a good takeaway. We laugh because it happens to us.
Let's try that again. Don't you say Cards Against Humanity. Hey, that's better.
Chicken
Whoa.
to ride.
How many games did we
and
get?
there's no Card Against Humanity
All
there.
right. 44.
It's 40.
Yeah, there's a
So
few
it
of
was
them.
45 that one time because I tested the same record, and so
Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity was still there.
That was a good catch. I don't think I would have realized that quickly.
What, that Earl forgot to activate flows twice? I'm just kidding. Okay. So that works now. That's good. Do we want to kick it over to you to create that new app again?
Yeah, do we want to commit this one to Git?
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh,
I need to go back to home. Oh, look at that big source control button. Yeah.
Let me send you the repo.
you have the credentials in there too?
There are some creds in there you should be able to use.
Oh, hello, chat window. Oh,
Uh-oh.
go away. 1 second.
We didn't install the privacy shrubbery yet.
We're still testing out this new stream platform.
All right, I got that. Okay. Probably just be main, right? Brad, get?
That'll work. Yep.
And I fixed my flow. You just have to put in some obscure story numbers in there.
Like to verify that it got all nice and linked up. It did.
And this is a public repo, so
Hey, look at us contributing to the Nether. Oh, look at all the extra stuff I have access
yeah.
to
So
now.
it's full parity with the regular Studio source control features.
Nice.
So
I know.
anything you can
I
do
love
from
that
there,
phrase. I love that phrase. Full parity.
full parity.
Thank you. Now, people are much more likely to use it when you match all the functionality of a previous thing.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good band name.
Full parity.
Okay, so now that we have it sourced, what should I can create branches. I can pull some more information if someone updates it remotely, create tags, switch branches, and edit the repository configuration. I like that they gray out commit changes when they know I haven't done anything new.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's pretty straightforward. I gotta admit, I haven't done too much stuff in App Engine Studio just coming from a customer that has yet to dive into a lot of the newer interfaces. So it's actually really pleasant being able to have everything all in one kind of a one-stop shop kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to be kind of guided through it too. Like
Yeah.
when you go to experiences, like if you go to experiences and click on add, it is kind of nice to just have the options like, oh yeah, that's right. I could do mobile, I could do portal, I could do workspace, I could create a catalog item and not have to just know that those are your options.
Yeah, that would be a good thing to add to this too.
I was thinking that was one of my that was actually one of my ideas, was to create a catalog item for it. So let's do it.
All right, so I'm making a catalog item so that you don't need to know how to get to the table and press the new button, and don't fill out all the form, press submit. So yeah.
You can't do that. You already did your commit. You're done.
Yeah, I guess I'm done. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching live.
You have to open a new story for this one.
We could do this, and then you'll get a URL for the catalog item to open it up like in a service portal, and then you could create a mobile screen that directs to that catalog item.
Is that what you want? Should I do that?
Yeah, do edit.
Destina. Just kidding.
Destina.
Okay. Okay.
So if you scroll all the way down, you get like a
There it is.
continue to. Yeah.
Continue to Destina. Oh,
I think it's just picker. It's really well named.
We don't really worry about that stuff on this show too much. All right, I can throw it into some catalog service catalog test service.
Right,
this is your instance.
Service catalog.
Okay.
It's a service. And then can we help you?
Oh, good old default.
That's where you got to dump everything.
Whoa.
Oh.
So we only need to ask 2 questions in here, right? So
Yep. Mike Moody asks a question. Since App Engine Studio adds files to a custom application, can you still use, I think he's talking about the source control mechanism that exists in regular Studio. Yeah, so the cool thing about App Engine Studio is it's just creating the metadata records. Just like you do in Studio. So you can open this app up in Studio and work with all the same files, and you'll have access to more because App Engine Studio only has a subset of the files. So you could, you can open this app up in Studio and add some other things to it as a pro code dev if you needed to.
now remind me, how do I add? Is there ways to add the? Oh, there it is. Perfect. I was wondering.
Yeah.
I love the question preview. And next question we need to add is the one about how many players. There we go. How many players? Sorry, and it is also a number. Sweet. Is that all we need to do?
If you go to settings, yeah. Tell it who needs to access it. I think that looks
Will that
fine.
take it to the picker record?
It depends. So this is going to create a record producer, and it just depends on like your settings for wherever you're accessing it.
Okay.
Success. Okay, so how I can preview this, right?
Can we just like open up a service portal on this instance?
Wait, did I make
how it works?
Did we already do this?
We should be able to get to it from there. Oh, we did this already.
Oh man.
Well, let's go compare, because that never happens in real development. Oh, we've already done this already.
Oh man.
Lisa says we didn't map it to a field.
I was wondering about that.
Did we do that?
Do we do it here?
Yeah, it's in
No,
the
I didn't see a way to map to field.
This is Brad's. So let me go to the one I made.
Oh, maybe she's saying map to field is missing. Is that a
item is active? Destination.
Questions is.
Yeah. So yeah, right. Because if it's a record producer, we need to be able to map it to a field.
Yeah, there is usually an option.
Define behavior.
I think it's that one. Yeah.
All right.
Map to a specific field. That's what it was.
Here.
It is there.
Lisa deserves a highlight.
When you started typing the field, I'm like, wait a minute, why aren't we just mapping it to an existing field?
Yeah.
Go. And then this one was players. Did it change the name? Yep. Wait. Oh, I guess the right name anyways. Woohoo. But then we come back to the fact that yeah, definitely we already made this.
It's all right. Oh, so, that's cool. I don't think I've done that before.
Preview and
choose
portal?
where you want to access it from.
Neat. We can make a virtual agent out of this thing.
It loads it inside of the screen.
Yeah,
that's cute. Let's go. Oh, did I just open in a new tab? Yeah, I did.
Your kids can now use a chat bot to pick a game.
And hook that up to Google.
It's game night. Let's talk to our smart assistant.
Uh-oh. Let me submit.
Wait for it, Lisa. Wait for it. She said, don't forget to publish the catalog item.
Oh man. Oh man, is that the reason why it's not working? But it's a preview. Why? Oh, maybe previews you're not actually supposed to submit.
Oh, that could be it. I think go to review and submit on the left. Oh, hit submit.
Yeah, Josh has confirmed. You can interact, but not submit.
We have obviously not spent a lot of time with the catalog builder.
All right, let's go peruse your out of box portal and see what happens.
I have no idea what's on this.
Just follow the instructions on the screen. You just been told to RTFM.
Game picker. There we
Look,
go.
both of us are here. We're gonna.
Which one was?
I think I was game picker.
Yeah, you were game picker, and Brad was pick a game.
Pick a game.
I think that one.
Will we have anything for a 2-year-old?
Well, it's minimum age though. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, there probably are games. I just don't know that I have any.
Well, I don't think so this portal isn't configured to show.
Yeah, it's not taking us to the record itself.
Record.
Well, it kind of is, but it's not the right page renderer.
See, I want to look at yours that you made 2 weeks ago. Oh man, I can't believe we got all the way to finishing the catalog item before realizing that we already had done it. This looks familiar.
Wait for it.
All right, let's go back into the table and look at the actual items.
You can do a preview, by the way, you can do a preview from the AES tabs page
cool.
too.
Let's see that.
So pick your table over. There it is.
Yeah, so Josh asked if you have to do form layout in Studio. You don't technically. You can do like this and just open a record and right click on the header, but there's not like a form layout tool built into App Engine Studio.
Yet.
Yes.
Now,
I
Brad,
have seen things.
do you think that is coincidence right here? That both of those submissions hit the same game?
Oh, that is odd.
Your random generator may have an issue.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This is getting suspicious. Yeah, this is the 4th night in a row. Your app sucks.
Uh-oh.
Can we play something else? I'm going for Candyland.
As much as I love Ticket to Ride, I don't think people will want to play it that many times.
That's not my favorite version either.
Okay, so we need to go back into the flow. Here, let me put this on the screen.
We can't look at executing. Oh yeah, we can take a look at the executions.
I'm going to start closing tabs.
I mean, I guess we got the same random number every time.
That'd be my guess.
Or it's picking...
Or it's not using the random number. That's what we should check.
Okay, so here's the random choice, 18.
18.
The submission right before that is 6. Oh, it's not using it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I know what's happening. I know what's happening.
Uh-oh.
It's because when we wanted to populate the M2M table, we figured, we need to go through each item. The end is what stops it from updating that.
Right. It's updating it with the very last one every time.
Yeah, every single time. So we need to.
You almost need 2 loops.
No, actually, I think it could
checking.
be is less than. Or
oh wait. No.
What if
we increment?
We need another
Right, because
variable.
it is only hitting that one. What if we increment right after the create game picker?
Or
right?
you decrement, do what Andrew suggested a couple of weeks ago, decrement and just put another condition in the if that says, and the counter is greater than 0.
But then we lose the...
No, your for each is still going to go through all records.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we need to add a...
Oh, wait a minute. It's still got to stop.
Yeah.
It's still got to stop.
I think we need another flow variable that says keep going and then to update it to stop. And skip this if.
Yeah, let's burn a variable.
Want. Performance. Someone say performant in chat. Before somebody else does. Someone's
I just took a drink, so you said
it. Someone else is going to say performant before we even say it. Get it out there. Wait, we already have to.
Everyone is so frank today. Who's Frank?
Oh, can't use keywords. You can't use restricted words.
No, don't use keywords.
But stop this thing.
Years ago, I would have just called it flag.
There it is. Okay, so set flow variable. Say stop this thing is false. And the new if is random choice and there is the flow variable. If it does.
What is it doing in the else again?
It's incrementing.
Is this flow logic? It's flow logic, huh?
That was our problem. We weren't incrementing in the if. It's
all right.
incrementing.
Do I need to touch this? Oh, do we need to add? Should this?
Yeah.
Is this in the else? Oh, it
Yeah.
is. Should I just take this out of the else?
It could go at the beginning, yeah, or the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody? Is it good? Cool.
These are the kind of logic puzzles that'll stop your afternoon.
I'm just gonna press activate.
Yeah, this is one of those like. I know it can be done without 3 flow variables, but live on the stream, I don't know.
This is how I would expect to see our citizen developers doing it. Way too many variables.
All right, let's see if we get different results this time.
Please, can we play something other than Ticket to Ride Europe?
I don't necessarily have to clear this, right? Because it'll get updated.
Probably, depending on how we wrote the.
I'm just introducing more. Oh, look, a new game.
Hey, King of New York.
That's fun too. Come on, new game. Come on, new game. Big money, big money.
Uh-oh.
Reload, huh?
No.
San Juan.
San
Oh, that's
Juan,
a good one.
there
Too.
we go. It did work.
San Juan or Puerto Rico? Which one's better to you, Brad?
I mean, I like playing Puerto Rico more, but San Juan's so much easier for somebody to pick up and play.
That's true. Puerto Rico's a classic.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. That works. I'll say that's a success. So we that's fun because we fundamentally changed. We added a feature of populating the M2M record, which forced us to reevaluate the flow itself. So we got one feature working. It broke something else, and we fixed it.
Yeah.
That's a success to me.
Let's commit the fix.
Oh yeah. I don't have to press the publish button, do I?
No, publish is starts the whole repo.
Send it off to production kind of thing.
Ah. Oh, look at that parody to Dev Studio.
Ooh.
Look at that. New features that got to Dev Studio and it's already here. Oh, and here's the other new feature from Rome. Include changes not tracked via the customer update table. For things like scheduled jobs. What else would it be hitting that table? A lot of things.
Somebody just asked about that again in the community. It was asked several years ago. And I finally got to respond and say, here, check this. Appropriate.
Hey, detailed commit messages, right?
And the robot serves you an aspirin, a very large one.
All right.
And now, do I still have that GitHub? Yeah, let's see if I got that. Code. Just the structure for this. Did this work?
You need to switch to main.
Oh, I called it main instead of
Oops. Well, it's supposed to. I thought it defaulted to main now.
It added when I first linked it. It had it put a custom branch into the name.
Yeah.
I thought the default from. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Sweet. Cool. Now what?
Josh has a question.
Could you pull in changes he made? Would merging be an issue? So it's the same thing as Dev Studio in the sense that if someone, so say instead of Brad giving me collaborator access within his instance, and he had just committed it to GitHub entirely, and I pulled it into my own instance and made changes there, when you pull in changes that are in the repository that you don't have in your instance yet, and if you've even made changes on your instance that haven't been pushed to the repository, it acts like Dev Studio, where if you pull the GitHub version, it will temporarily stash your changes in the background, basically bring in the application as it is, and then either in most cases, for a lot of people, they'll immediately reapply their stash and add the changes there. And if there are conflicts, then it tells you about conflicts there, and you have to do the whole choose which version you want. In that sense, it's the choosing the version kind of thing, as opposed to a merge from Git language of where you're actually comparing line to line. ServiceNow does the compare the file to file and pick the file that you want. Yep. Dude, this meat is so good. It's so good. I keep
tastes better when you're winning.
Well, on that note.
Oh yeah, we're close on time.
Yeah.
On that note, hey, that's some successes. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the main thing we wanted to show was collaboration and source control, so that's a success in my opinion. Whew.
Any announcements?
Speaking of Git, what month is coming up, fellas?
Hacktoberfest.
Yeah, Hacktoberfest is right around the corner. So next week is the start of October, which means it's the start of our push to Hacktoberfest. We have big things coming. Starting on Wednesday, we'll be posting up a blog about how we're going to encourage participation in Hacktoberfest this year. We won't get too much into it right now just because it's a whole topic. But Brad, when is your next episode of Breakpoint coming out so that people can look out for that?
That'll be coming out on Wednesday. So the three of us had a discussion about Hacktoberfest and how you can contribute and what it's all about. That was a lot of fun. So look forward to seeing that on Wednesday the 29th. I think it is. I got to check my dates again, but that sounds about right.
Yeah,
The
make sure you go to devlink.sn/blog to check out the blog on Wednesday. And when we actually get Hacktoberfest stuff up and running, you can go to devlink.sn/Hacktoberfest also to find out details about that.
Look at that. He's got that link at the ready. We also have a Tech Now coming up on Tuesday the 28th. Jeremy Duncan will be showing us about IoT Bridge and Connected Ops and doing a live demonstration from some of his devices to other devices. It's actually pretty cool. The product isn't even out yet, so you're going to get a sneak peek at what's coming up in Q1. So register for that, devlink.sn/TN90REG. TN90reg is where you can go to sign up, get registration for that. You must be doing this live because that was not prepared.
I knew you were going to say the
Tech
link.
Now episode 90. And then we're going to follow that up in October. At the end of October, Jason McKee will be doing a deconstruct. We have not done a deconstruct in a while since we took apart the Jeopardy app a couple of years ago. But he's going to be doing a breakdown of his smart kegerator and how that's tied in. If you were at Knowledge 19, you saw this, where he was serving and it was saying, hey, we're going to run out of beer in 20 minutes, so he could get somebody to go get some new beer. It was a wonderful thing and a great demonstration of how we can connect some of this IoT and intelligence and predictability into a very recognizable use case. So look for that in October. What else do we got? We've got
1 week from today, we're going to be doing a Hacktoberfest themed live coding happy hour. So we will be, one of us will be taking one of the 5 projects that we're sponsoring and doing something to it. And then we'll do some pull requests and all of those things and kind of show how it all works. But that'll be next Friday.
Stay tuned, stay subscribed, get all that information. There you go. Good one to close on, Earl. Developer.servicenow.com.
Thanks,
Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you again real soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.